Please enjoy my stories or whatever else might be on my mind today. It's looking pretty shiny with its new paint job. I've been working on the interior, cleaning it up, and did a couple of things that I think I'll tell you about. One of them is that I put an inverter in the dash. So it's got a couple of plugs and it's got a USB plug there. I also put in a second cigarette lighter so I can have a couple more USB ports. And just been doing a lot of armor-alling and cleaning it up, and it's looking pretty good for a 26-year-old car. Oh, I think I just blew one of my secrets. I figured out a cheap way to make cup holders. They're perfect for water bottles and soda bottles. They're a little small for coffee cups, but Pringles. I'm replacing them because those have been in there for about 15 years, so they lasted good. I have to eat one more can in order to get a second one. I was listening actually, to a podcast on my iPad, and Mike Whalen's Road Trucking, the podcast. And if you haven't listened to that, or if you're into podcasts, you should check that out. It's really good. Anyway, there's a lady on there talking about a problem she had with the police. And it made me think of a problem I had one time. So I thought I'd tell you about that this morning real quick. I did this in the car, but it was too dark, so I thought I'd do it again out here in the sunshine. We were camping on the Missouri River in South Dakota, and coming up in the morning out of the gorge that the river is in, it's uphill. It's not terrible uphill like the mountains in Colorado, but it's uphill. And the motorhome was not going over 35 miles an hour. I couldn't get going faster. So I'm thinking there's a problem with the engine. And we get up out of the gorge and up on the flatlands, and I still can't go over 35 miles an hour. It just won't go. It actually feels like it's going faster, but it's crazy. So after a few miles, I figured out what's going on. I had a spider in the speedometer, and he's got the web wrapped around the needle, and it goes up to 35, and then the web stops it. Later I'm thinking, gee, I wish I'd have gotten stopped for speeding, because I'd have said, hey officer, I bet you never heard this one before. Well, I wasn't stopped, but that would have been fun. Thanks for watching, and have a good day, and please subscribe. Hey, if you like my stories, and you think you might like the next one, please subscribe, and hit the like button down there too. And always remember, in the words of Mark Twain, as paraphrased by my wife, Jerry never lets the facts get in the way of a good story.